men actually have to have skill in order to approach a woman, and a woman can just be attractive. You know what I'm saying? But like to come up to a woman and like it's just a cold audience, and she doesn't know you, she doesn't think you're attractive, she doesn't know that you're into her. You have to kind of be funny and witty and at least intriguing enough to let them know that, hey, there's something about me that you should want to get to know.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Melanin.
And I'm Beleaf Mel.
And we're here with episode 107 of How Married Are You?
My name Beleaf, this is Yvette, and we've been married 10 years. Live in California. We got 4 kids. Relationships are scary and it's very necessary that we share all of our struggles and we ask how married are you? Every Tuesday and Thursday, shawty. If you're listening, you're in the wedding party. It's okay if you want to put your hands up. You got the questions, we got the answers. It's
baby story time.
Chocolate baby story time.
It's chocolate baby story time.
1, 2, 3, and we gotta let that play out sometimes.
Yeah, that was a nice little
chocolate baby story time.
Yeah.
All right, I have a story. Or are you? Were you?
I got one.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So Anaya, I was outside power washing the sidewalk today, and Anaya was like, "Dad, I peed." I was like, "All right." And she guessed she peed on herself, but I was like, "Where's the pee?" Like, you know, because I was expecting a puddle somewhere, and I'm looking around, and she was like, "Dad, I peed on my vagina." I was like, "Okay." I don't know where the pee is. It's just a mystery. It's gone. And then Uriah's like, well, if she peed on her vagina, does that mean she peed on her underwear? I was like, man, I don't know. This was too many questions.
What?
Leave me alone. Like, let's just get through this as fast as possible.
That would explain why I came home and I was like, Anaya, take these clothes to dirty clothes. And she was like, and then Raya was like, she peed on them. And I was like, what? When? And then it was like it happened today, but Theo was like, no, it didn't. Like Theo was confused about everything that was going on. And then Anaya was taking it to the actual washing machine versus taking it to her dirty clothes, and she was holding it like this, and I didn't realize it was wet. So it might be in the carpet because that's where the clothes were. Was she clothed when you found her?
She was already on the toilet.
And
who knows? It's a mystery. We'll find it eventually.
Well, I didn't step in it. I was going to share my chocolate baby story time is the other night we were having family night and Glen and the boys had this competition with the soccer ball or whatever. Like they had goals set up on each side and Theo and Raya were shooting in one end and then Glen was shooting in the other one. But Raya was goalie for most of the time and I just tell you he was killing it. But the funniest thing about the whole thing is that you could just hear him. Like I was watching him and you could hear him and he was saying, keep your eye on the ball, keep your eye on the ball. He was like telling himself, keep your eye on the ball. And I was like, yes, Rayabo, yes. And then I would try to talk to him. He'd be like, Mom, you're just trying to help Dad. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball.
Yeah, he was getting so upset. Because at first I was like, so the deal was if they won, they get to watch anything they want to watch. Because we were camping in a tent. I guess that'll be my next story time next time. But we were camping that night and they wanted to watch something. And I was just like, no. And I was just like, okay, so what do you guys want to go to? They were like 30. So we had to go to 30. But yeah. I scored 30 points on them because I didn't. And then they wanted to go back again. They were like, okay, well, if we win this, we get marshmallows. And they don't even eat marshmallows. But
Raya will eat a s'more, but Theo is not that kid.
Yeah.
He's like, it's too messy for me.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so it is Tuesday, so this is an Ask How Married Are You episode, and we have an email, y'all. Here it goes. Want to jump right in?
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like I need to sneeze, sorry. But just one thing, before we go into this, I just want to encourage you guys to go ahead and leave a voicemail at 760-335-6643. Again, that's 760-335-6643. Or you can also send in an email to howmarriedareyou@gmail.com. Now, if you send in a voicemail, please make sure that you I'm sorry.
Let us know if you do not want to be on video, or you don't want your voice
disguised.
Disguised.
Somebody is like calling and texting me, but they're talking to me about things that, like, I think they have the wrong number. Anyway.
Yeah, let's put them on our podcast. Answer it. Hello, this is How Married Are You?
Hello.
Hello, how married are you?
Is Hector, are you speaking Spanish?
Nope, we don't speak Spanish, sorry.
Okay.
You might have the wrong number.
Oh, I have the wrong number?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay then.
All right, bye-bye. All right, that was our first guest. Next.
All right. The title of this email is I Shot My Shot, Now What? Help. Hey guys, okay, I'm new to the wedding party, but it's lit. LOL. My name is not going to say your name. She wants... She said, could you... Oh, wait, no. She said, could you not say
my name?
Oh, I thought she was saying, please say my name. Sorry. Okay. Say my name. I thought
she was just trying to put her... She shot her shot.
Yeah, she was like...
Name out there.
She was like, let me shout myself out real quick. Hi, my name is Yetch and everybody. And then Mama will know it's me and he will too, LMBO.
Yeah, that's a very unique name. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah. That's my real name, by the way.
Okay.
And she said, okay, moving on. I am 26, love Jesus, single for 6 years, and cute. Okay. Oh.
Okay. All right. Good for you.
But I've been frustrated a lot about being single, especially during these times. I find myself daydreaming about marriage, and every time I see someone, I'm like jumping up like, is this it? It's annoying. I want to stop, but it's like my mind just does it without my permission. It's not funny at all, though. She has the laughing emojis and says it's not funny at all, though. She says, I have, 939 trillion... She just put a big number, things to work on, and I know we all do. But a couple of months ago, I saw a guy, and for some reason, I was stuck on him. Stuck in all caps. I have to sneeze. Do you want to read? I feel like I always read.
It's so freaking small for me to read, and you know how slow I read out loud.
Okay. I was just like I really feel like he's my husband, and I've never seen him before. I mean, did you just see him, or did you talk to him? What happened? We have a mutual friend who doesn't believe in setting people up, LOL. So after a few encounters, so she just saw him. But after a few encounters with him, his character was and is just so darn beautiful. So my friend talked me into shooting my shot. I reached out to him on Facebook Messenger and said, I think you're dope.
Nice.
And I know you're an introvert, so I'll jump to it. Do you have a girlfriend?
Dang.
She shot her shot. She was very direct. Now my heart was beating so fast. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Babe, you gotta do sound effects. Good job, babe. The man hit me back and said, and I quote, I don't have a girlfriend, but I am talking to a girl though. Crushed my feelings. I wasn't mad at him at all. I was mad at myself for telling him. LMBO. And I felt rejection coming back from past situations. Now we're in September and I recently deleted him from my Facebook just so I can move on. Seeing him still gives me hope. LOL, like, well, maybe he will like me now. We don't talk unless we see each other out, and that's rare. But when I see him anyway, moving on. What?
But when I see him anyway, moving on. Oh.
He didn't even say thanks for calling me dope or anything. I was like, dang, you are funny. But I did respect his honesty, and that's what I mean. His character, y'all, is so beautiful. I've been praying and praying. Any advice? Have either of you shot your shot before? Oh, and I thought he was being a little flirty, but I can figure out if he's just like that or flirty. But I can't, maybe. I don't want to go on in detail because everyone watches this in VA. Aw, Virginia listening? Oops.
Oh, yeah, I might have told too much there.
No, that could be anybody.
Whoever knows he's dope, he probably knows. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And
okay,
he
bye.
made
Thanks
too.
for the
Okay,
advice.
bye. Thanks.
All right. So
Now you want to read? I'm going too slow.
No.
I feel like I'm far away. Hi.
It's hot. So, are you not hot?
I am hot, and coming closer did bring some body heat.
I told you.
I don't know if it's the heat
It's
or
the
the
light.
light.
What's going on? So we in a little fish tank here.
Put the air conditioning on.
So, yeah. So, have you ever shot your shot?
No.
You've never liked the guy
And told him?
And told him?
Heck no. And not to say that you did the wrong thing, young lady. I'm just saying that ain't me.
Jeez.
I never had to.
You never had to.
Because, like, you came to me and you shot your shot.
Yeah, but what about the other goofballs?
Babe, no.
They all shot their shot?
Yeah. It was like more of a mutual, like, hey.
You guys sound stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how, like, you're hanging out with someone and you're like, you know, this, like, what are we doing here? It's a DTR moment. There's
Yeah.
always a DTR moment, which means define the relationship for those of you who aren't hip like me.
So it's something very interesting about, and I hear a lot of like comedians talk about this type of stuff, but like men actually have to have skill in order to like approach a woman, and a woman can just be attractive. You know what I'm saying? But like to come up to a woman and like, it's just a cold audience. She doesn't know you. She doesn't think you're attractive. She doesn't know that you're into her. You have to kind of be funny and witty and at least intriguing enough to let them know that, hey, there's something about me that you should want to get to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so there is just a point to understand that our friend here just has no game.
This young lady. Like, she should have been doing that. She should have been warming him up.
She could have been like, you probably can't play pool, can you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you look like one of them dudes who's trash at pool. We should hang out and play pool. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody right now is taking notes and they're going to use that line.
Like, but it's like so many different ways. Like whatever way you want to approach the situation, it kind of puts you in a, like, whether
it would be
or
like
not
me being like, hey, like, this would be me shooting my shot.
Okay, go ahead, try it. And I'm going to be the woman here.
No. I'm going to be the female.
Okay, and I'll be the guy?
Yeah, like,
okay,
I
cool.
want to be my gender.
Okay.
This isn't... Okay, wait, hey.
All right, hold on. I'll be the guy for real.
What are you doing?
I'm being a guy.
You hear about homegirl who wears a face mask with the names on her mask while playing tennis?
What?
What's the girl that just won the U.S. Open? I forgot her name.
You talking about Osaka?
Osaka. You hear about Naomi Osaka?
Yeah. What about her?
How she won the U.S. Open?
Uh-huh.
I suck.
Okay.
Wasn't that cool how she wore the names on the face mask, the hashtags?
What? Yeah.
While she played?
That was cool.
Do you like tennis?
I like tennis.
How, like, what kind of tennis do you like?
Tennis shoes, you goofball. Get away from me. You're freaking me out. What the heck was that?
If Glen didn't come along, I'd still be single.
My goodness.
I feel like that's just how single I am.
Goodness gracious. That was atrocious. That was just despicable.
Babe, I'm not good. I'm sorry.
No, it's just like...
That's why it's always awkward when I want to initiate sex. It's like, what you doing?
Yeah, it's all...
You want to cuddle?
You want to have sex? Yeah, so...
I'm hot. We have to turn on the air.
But we had to close all the windows and all that.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Okay. So basically what we're saying here is our friend Okay, so if you're coming up to an introvert guy, right, and he's an introvert, whether or not, because the question that she said was, do you have a girlfriend? Right? Now, that implies that you are curious about whether or not he has a girlfriend, which you're not curious. You're actually curious whether or not he's interested in you. Interested in you. Now, I'm not saying that you should try to take somebody's man. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that whether or not, like, his girlfriend could be trash and could be looking for a way to get out. You know what I mean? But I would definitely try to do your research. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people do, like I was doing, like trying to find out the things that she's interested in via her Facebook or whatever.
Did I get played?
You didn't get played. You didn't even understand what was happening. I gave up. So I think that, like, you look at, you know, say if he likes basketball, then I would just talk about basketball, or if that's something you're into. But don't like try to become someone else to get his attention. Like, try to find a mutual thing. Like, even if it's like, okay, you love Jesus, we'll just talk about the Lord. You know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? Like, just different things that, like, okay, now, you know, like, why do you think, you know, Jesus chose John to, like, I mean, God chose John to baptize Jesus. Like, why that guy? You know what I'm saying? Out of everybody who look crazy, it's crazy how God uses the most simple people, like, to do the greatest things. You know, isn't that weird? You know, I don't know. Just try to, you gotta be slick.
That's what I was trying to do with tennis. I knew you were interested in tennis. I did my background. You
didn't even know the person's name. You came ill prepared.
It was on the spot. I would have learned her name before.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to do it. But it's definitely difficult, and I say that you aren't really interested in the fact that he has a girlfriend or not. You're interested in the fact, is he interested in you? And
I will say that Glen is the master at, like, asking the right question. I feel like you do a really good job at that, because you definitely don't want to ask like yes or no questions. You kind of want to ask more open-ended, conversational trigger questions.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so he's talking to the girl, but all of a sudden he's talking to you. So it's like, y'all talking too. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. I don't think you count yourself out there, but I think you might be a little bit just rusty in the part of, like, trying to figure out how to, like, pursue a person. You know what I mean? But I'm really, like, proud of you for even doing that. That's really dope. But I do think you should, you know, be a little bit more confident and don't ask questions that the answers, like, shoot you down right away. You know what I mean? If you're interested in him, be interested in him. You know, I think that's fair for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Hi, Yvette and Glen. I love your podcast and videos. My husband and I are in our late 20s. We've been married for about 2 months, but together for 4 years. We have totally different love languages, and we're having trouble loving each other in the ways that we need to be. For example, my love languages are physical touch, which ties into my second question, and quality time. But he prefers to do other things like acts of service. Should I just accept the way that he is showing love instead of trying to make it be the way that I prefer? His love language is receiving gifts, and I have no issue loving him the way he wants to be loved.
My second question.
You don't want to answer the first question?
So the first question is what?
Should I just accept the way that he is showing love instead of trying to make it be the way I prefer?
Yeah, but they've been married for about 2 months.
They've been married 2 months, but been together for 4 years. No, right? I feel like you should, like, I think, right? We have to teach each other how to love us the way that we need to be loved, not the way that they love us. Yeah, because the whole premise behind love languages is that, like, okay, so let's say Glen's love language is physical touch. My love language is
words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation, right? And so for me, I shower Glen with words of affirmation, but don't get it. I'm not saying this is the case, but, like, if he never gives me words of affirmation, then it's like my love tank is empty. You're not filling my love tank in a way. And so I think it's important that each of us are being, intentional about filling our love tanks. Which, what are you looking like that for?
I'm trying to wait for you to figure out where you're gonna stop so I can talk.
Talk.
You guys, you have to watch this on YouTube, man. She's so immature. So, I think that this gonna take time.
But they've been together for 4 years. How does he not know? Oh, because physical
It's
touch.
not
Maybe
his
they waited.
strength. It's not his strength. It's not something that he's used to doing.
Okay.
Maybe he was abused as a child and he doesn't like to be touched. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, people to learn how to speak a different language and that to be fluent, it takes a long time. You know? So I just think it's going to take time.
So yeah. So then she's saying, should I just accept the way that he is showing love instead of trying to make it be the way that I prefer?
No, I don't say that.
So the answer is no to that question, but you have to practice patience because it's going to take time for him to.
Should you accept it? Yes, but you should also like understand that for him to truly love you, like the way you want to be loved, it might take a little bit. Because I guarantee, like, if he starts physical touch all the time and he stops giving you gifts, you might be like, yo, wait a minute.
I did like those gifts.
Yeah, I like those too. That and that, fool. Not just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens to where it's like sometimes, and then you become a mother, right? And then like all of a sudden,
acts of service.
Acts of service is the main thing.
Yep.
So it takes a long time to figure that stuff out sometimes. Especially if you've never had to do it.
Yeah. Okay, my second question ties into my love language being physical touch. My husband was abused.
Dang, I'm so good at this. Gosh, I need a medal. Wedding party, trophies, comment section. Trophies.
My husband was abused as a child, and as a result of that, as adults, we have trouble connecting intimately. He has a lower sex drive than me, and it's gotten to the point where I feel turned off if I have to initiate all of the time. And I feel guilty or ashamed at times because I desire my husband. I don't want him to feel forced or pushed into having sex, but I have needs as well. Sometimes I just feel like a roommate to him and not a spouse. He started therapy, then COVID-19 happened, and he has not been back since the office is still closed. We've discovered that his low libido due to his childhood trauma is a mental roadblock that he is having trouble getting past. How can we go about working on our sex intimacy life and working past his mental block so we both feel fulfilled? I don't know that we are necessarily equipped to answer this question, but I do know that a lot of therapists are doing virtual, like we meet with our couples therapists via Zoom every time we meet with them. So I do think that can resume, and maybe he should consider that as an option. But yeah.
Would you say your sex drive is higher in this season?
I said that. Did I not say that?
When did you say that?
Well, I'm sorry. Maybe I said
today.
It. Maybe I said
just
it.
Now?
No, I'm sorry. I just had a conversation with somebody about it, but I was saying that because we schedule sex, and it has become a norm for us to have sex regularly, then when we miss it, it's like, wait, like I want that, and so I feel like the scheduled sex has helped me have more of an appetite for it. It's probably kind of like when you start working out again, like how
you've definitely said this.
Yeah, I feel like I've said this. I don't know if I said it on the podcast or here. I mean, just to you or on the podcast.
Got it.
I don't know. Sorry if it's again, but they said they like hearing our stories.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But I was going to say, it's kind of like when you work out. Like right now, I'm working out 2 days a week at least. And when I'm like this past week, I only was able to work out 1 day a week and I missed my workout. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you start new habits, developing new habits, and they're good habits, and then you miss it, so it helps. So I don't know, maybe that's something you guys can do in the meantime. We are big advocates of scheduled sex here on the How Married Are You podcast.
Yeah, and so like now, like for me, my sex drive is very low right now, mainly because of my eating habits. Like when I eat poorly, like my sex drive is just down, or when I'm not working out, my sex drive is down. So I understand. But I think that it's just, it's time. They've only been married 2 months. It's very new. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only been 2 months.
Yeah, no, for real. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just think that is just going to take some time. I definitely say he needs to get back in therapy with his Zoom calls. I definitely understand how it could be a mental block. I'm realizing like that I'm probably having like, issues in like how I see sex still, like because of like just having sex before marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it like jacks up your head to where like you think sex is bad and then it's not, and it kind of still feels kind of bad a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's super weird. I don't know. More power to y'all. I don't know what to tell you. Go back to therapy, please. ASAP.
Yeah, for sure. And I really I would also I don't know, kind of explore what he is comfortable with as far as touch is concerned. Like, allow him to kind of communicate some boundaries, right? Don't you feel? Like, what does he like? But also, it's about what she likes too.
That's difficult.
Yeah, I definitely say reach out to your therapist and continue it virtually.
Yeah, because I think this is the fact that he can even communicate the fact that he doesn't want to be touched as much or doesn't feel comfortable touching is really big, and I think that should be respected.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long he lives that way, but I do feel like there is something to be said about, give that man time, because you don't want to gross him out, you know what I mean, or make him feel like he can't express himself or be honest, and he's got to hide something from you.
Mm-hmm. Agree. Is he asleep?
Yeah, was he asleep finally?
Do you want to do one more, or do you want to?
Let's do another one. I'm gonna turn on the AC while you figure it out. Just keep talking so we don't have to edit this.
Okay. 6 years of nonsense. I need advice. Oh shoot.
Is that what you're going
Yeah.
through?
Okay. First, I want to congratulate you on the Black Love series. It is so exciting to see you guys in it, and I am praying for growth, clarity, and blessings over your marriage and future business endeavors. Thank you. I am writing for advice regarding a situation I've been in for about 6 years. I started dating a guy when I was 19, and throughout the last 6 years, we never officially got back together, but have been in each other's lives on and off during that time. I've been in relationships in between and have accepted the fact that we may not end up together, even though it's what I really want. I have asked God to send me the man meant for me, and if he is not the one, I've prayed for my ability to let him go. I was 19 when we first started dating, and I am a year older than him. Now I'm 25. Our families know each other. We are both preachers' kids, but not the sheltered kind. LOL. She talking about me. Our relationship was always long distance because of where we went to college, but now, after all this time, we finally live in the same state. I think for a while, the reason we weren't together was because of his pride. I always seemed to be ahead of him in terms of having my stuff together, but he was never too far behind. He felt the pressure to have his entire life together, even though I never made him feel like that. He put that pressure on himself. Anyway, I feel like we're finally at a point where we're both doing well for ourselves. So if things were going to work with us, now would be the time. With us being in close proximity now, we have spent more time together, and he has made better efforts and gestures that I appreciate, but still not enough to show that he really wants to be together. With anyone else, I'm very no nonsense and am quick to kick a man to the curb if he isn't doing what he should be doing. I am very upfront with any man I date about my expectations and am a firm believer of when you know better, you can do better. With him, I don't want to apply that pressure too much, but at the same time, it's been so many years and I'm not about to play games with this man. Should I continue to keep him at arm's length and let him move on? And let him move at his own pace since he has been showing improvements? Should I let it go? In my head, y'all are my relationship mentors. LOL. Love you guys. Thanks for reading.
So she said, she's been on and off with this guy for 6 years, and she's dated other guys in between. Mm-hmm. But she's always allowed this guy space, right? Mm-hmm. But she's asked God for the one.
Yeah, but mostly because they have been in different states. But now recently, they both live in the same state.
I'm very curious about like the inner workings of this relationship, because it sounds like I mean, this is
entangled?
Yeah, it sounds like an entanglement. It sounds like and I'm not sure whether or not you guys are intimate or whatever, but it seems like you guys are like having like great sex, and that is the block. Like that is what you don't want to let go of. Otherwise, what would be the point of letting this man to get away with all the things no one else can? Right? But but that's just me here, and I don't want to assume that that's what's happening. But at the same time, it's like, why does this dude get a pass, and nobody else gets the pass? What makes this guy so great?
Probably because he's the ideal guy. Like, besides all that stuff, like, he looks good on paper. He looks good in the pictures. He has the, you know what I mean? He fits. They're both PKs. Their families love each other.
Oh, their families love each other.
Right? She said our families know each other. We are both, well, she said our families know each other. But she didn't say our families hate each other.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess there is like a lot of like, I don't really have to get to know another family.
Yeah.
You know, like,
there's convenience associated with this relationship. And so it's like, man, this could really be a good relationship if he would just like straighten up a little bit.
So why hasn't he made the move? Like, what's the issue?
She said that he always feels like he's a little behind her. Like, she said that she thinks he feels the pressure to have it all together before they can actually like really move forward. And she's like, I didn't put that pressure on him. I don't want to. Wait, what? Let me see.
I think she should just be with him. But men don't do that. I gotta have my stuff together before I get right with you.
Men don't do that?
Nah, they only do that.
Yes, they do.
They do that when they have someone else.
They do that when they
got somebody else who's not.
He's entangled in another.
He's probably like, yeah, short, like, you gonna be my wife, but I gotta mess with these shorties right now. That's kind of like,
people think like that.
Almost definitely.
Ugh, that is.
Don't judge my man.
That is distasteful.
EPK, UPK.
No. So he's over here.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. We only got a couple words to go out from. I'm trying to.
I just want to know, is that really a thing?
Heck yeah! Like,
oh no.
Nah, I want, like, that's the girl I'm gonna marry. I got to get my stuff together.
So they like have the girl that they want to marry in, like, they know who she is. Exactly who I was thinking about.
Yeah. Yep.
But I wasn't thinking about it along those lines. That person wasn't necessarily thinking they wanted to like mess around with other people. They were just saying, I'm not ready.
Yeah, but like, if you knew the option was open for this person, which it was, why would you even waste your time with anything else?
For those of you listening and not watching, Glenn just whispered in my ear a situation that we might know of in this case. And I disagree. I don't think that person was actually saying, hey, that's going to be my wife. Let me mess around with these people real quick. I think that person was saying, that is good wifey material.
No. And I'm nervous and I can't I don't feel like I'm worthy.
Yes.
That's
wife material, but I don't think that I am worthy of a relationship with her at this point in this season of life that I'm in.
So I'm going to continue.
But he wasn't saying I'm working towards that. He was just saying like, yeah, she would make a great wife. However, I'm not in that place. What you sound like you're telling me right now is that this guy could potentially be saying to this woman, yeah, you are going to be my wife. But real quick, let me just get it in with these other people.
No, I'm just saying he doesn't feel worthy to mess with this girl right now because he's always a little bit behind. But if a man really wants somebody, they don't do that.
Well, then there's your answer, ladies.
I don't think men do that. I think if I'm homeless. I want to be with you. Mm-hmm. I'm homeless. you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't seen some real broke dudes holler at girls who were way out of their league. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Mm-hmm. What you think about? I don't trust you. All right.
I don't trust this situation, girl. I don't know what to tell you. I would just say live your best life. I would say either pursue him, like be like, hey, bro, like we're not going to be playing these games. Let's just do this and let's go for it and see where it takes you. Or I would say, hey, bro, I don't got time for this. I'm moving on. You know, like holler at me if you grow up. But otherwise, I'll see you on the flip side.
There has to be a opportunity cost when it comes to losing you. Opportunity cost. Okay. You need to jump on the bandwagon because I'm not just sitting here waiting for you. It's other men out here. Mm-hmm. I'm a catch. I'm a steal. And you don't recognize that? Mm-hmm. That was what your old dude was like, you know, whatever. But he didn't recognize what you were. So he missed. He missed out. I've had situations like that before. They ain't recognized.
They sure didn't, and I got to.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
I told you, I'm not feeling well.
You don't want me to touch you?
I'm peopled out.
You're wifed out?
Babe, come on, don't make it personal thing. I'm just telling you.
I am. Who wouldn't take this personal? I just tried to just rub your shoulder.
I don't like.
And I said that I got you, and I was really proud of it. And you're just over here. Oh my gosh! Let's move on. How married are you?
I'm so married that when you touch me, I can tell you that because I was abused as a child, and I don't like it right now.
Babe, don't be playing on people's.
I'm serious. Oh gosh, how married am I? I'm so married when you went on your little date this morning and you didn't come back. I didn't say nothing.
You did say something.
I didn't say nothing while you were gone.
Oh, okay.
I just watched your location, just waiting for you to come home. Goodness gracious. And you sprung that on me at the last minute. Hey, I'm going to go to breakfast.
I did.
Tomorrow morning at.
I did.
7 because I'm gonna go to the office, and then the nanny should be here by 10, and I'm not gonna be here until 11.
No, I was here at 10:35. I was here before 10:35.
Close 11 and 10. Close 11 and 10. Babe, how married are you?
I'm so married that I didn't make you go to our goddaughter's birthday party yesterday.
Oh, well, isn't that great? You make me sound like a douchebag.
You are. And come on. And that's just how married we are.